Well, as you all know, today is National Hot Dog Day, and perhaps you also know that hot dog is my favorite meat. I love hot dogs. I love them in buns. I love them outside of buns. I love them with baked beans. I just like hot dogs. It's the best, best meat there is, without question. So to all of you who, like me, are celebrating National Hot Dog Day, congratulations to you, and may there be many, many more hot dogs served in our wonderful land. Well, as
What's up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, baby. And that's Mitt Romney on National Hot Dog Day, talking about how he likes hot dogs. Mitt Romney is a fool. We all know he's a fool like Joe Biden. So Joe Biden's out here. They testified. The whistleblowers came forward and testified against Biden taking all this money, and it's crickets. The mainstream media is nothing but crickets. So what are they hiding? Then Senator Grassley also released the FBI document they wouldn't release, saying that the Hunter Bidens each got $5 million each. So what's going to happen, people? I'm going to tell you right now, probably nothing's going to happen, because for some strange reason, the Bidens are untouchable, the Clintons are untouchable, and the deep state lives on forever. So with that being said, we got to get out and rock the vote. And I can't believe the Bidens got all this money. Now, here's what the left's telling you. The left's telling you that the right's a bunch of nuts, and we're bringing stuff forward like it's Trump indictments. Trump got like 71 indictments, baby. And all you hear is Trump, 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 Trump. And I think the indictment, they came forward a little fast on it because Capitol Hill was coming out, so they had to put something out. They had to get another indictment for Trump to get all the Biden stuff out the news. Every time something happens to Biden, they indict Trump like they did in New York when it started coming out with the LLCs. And then they did it in Miami when they're finding out all the Bidens got money. And now this came out, so they got to do another Trump indictment. But nothing's going to stick. And just to prove me right, we're going to hear what the left got to say. And then we're going to get into some the testimony from the two whistleblowers that came forward, that basically Biden's are dead to rights. I said Joe Biden's going to be out by the end of July. I still think he's going to be out by the end of July. There's just too much pressure coming on. Biden's too old. He can't walk. He falls upstairs. He falls downstairs. He falls off bikes. They got Transformers showing their tatas out on the lawn. The whole thing is a disgrace. Biden's a disgrace. His son's leaving cocaine. They're like, we don't know whose cocaine it is. We don't know, but it's a plastic bag. You can pull prints off plastic bags. They've been doing it for years. So let's get into what the left is really saying, which is a little weird because they're nuts, man. I'm telling you, they are nuts. I don't know why they're so nuts, but they nuts. So we're going to find out what they're saying, because you got to pay attention what your enemies are saying. Let's put this up. And let's play this right here. This is a little montage of Morning Joe guys talking about Biden, how Biden is the best ever. So let's get into this.
Lie about a document. At the time they were talking about, I guess, impeaching Ray or whatever. Ray talked to him, and again, it's one thing after another. Durham supposedly is going to show this conspiracy between the FBI and Hillary Clinton. He makes a fool of himself. You have Comer time and time again, like talking about informants who end up being like Chinese agents or foreign. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're doing the business of the Chinese Communist Party illegally. They're funneling Iranian oil, smuggling it illegally to the communist Chinese. They're illegal arms dealers. You go down the list. And then you've got these other people who are supposedly these IRS informants who basically get up there and go, yeah, it was actually Donald Trump that when I was complaining, it was Donald Trump who was president then, and it was Trump's IRS and Trump's Justice Department in 2018. And here we have a document that, again, that's complete nonsense. And you have Chuck Grassley going, I don't care whether he's guilty or not. We're just trying to create chaos.
We definitely in the jungle, baby. And I don't understand why nothing happens this. They haven't even been talking about the whistleblowers from at all. Zero talk about the whistleblowers. So let's get into a little testimony of the whistleblowers. And there were some good ones up there. It's just hard to believe that nothing ever comes from this. It's just hard to believe. Let's play this.
For deciding where, when, and whether to file charges. The quote that the ranking member just put up. Later that same month, he sent me the second letter where he said, no, I don't. No, I don't have that charging authority. So June 7th, he says, I'm the boss. I can do whatever I darn well want, file it wherever I want. And then June 30th, he says, no, I can't. What happened in between those two events? Your testimony went public. He goes, oh my goodness, I got to change my story because now the truth's coming out. And it sounds like in this investigation to me, Mr. Shapley, that the prosecutors and the investigators were in agreement for most of the investigation, and then we get to October of 2022. I see Mr. Ziegler nodding his head. And that meeting is where David Weiss told you something. Is that right, Mr. Shapley? What did he say? Can you put your mic on there? What did he say?
Yes, he told me he was not the deciding person on whether or not charges were filed. He told us that D.C. U.S. Attorney had declined to allow charges. He told us that he had requested special counsel authority from Maine DOJ and denied that authority.
And was denied.
That's correct.
Were you the only guy in that meeting?
I was not.
How many other people were there?
There were 7 total people, including me.
You and Mr. Weiss and 5 others, right?
That's correct.
And have any of them come forward and say what you just said is not true?
They have not.
No one has, right?
That is
no
correct.
one has disputed, refuted. No one said what you said is not true.
That's
and did
correct.
you memorialize what took place in that meeting? Did you memorialize that?
Yes, I did. That day when I returned home from the Delaware U.S. Attorney's Office, I put it in an email to the 2 senior executives at my agency.
You put it in an email that day.
That's correct.
Contemporaneous when it happened. I got the email here. It's Exhibit 10 in your testimony when you were interviewed by the Ways and Means Committee, October 7th, Friday evening, 6:09 p.m. That email, right?
That's correct.
Sent to Mr. Walden and Mr. Batdorf. Who are those individuals?
Mike Batdorf is the Director of Field Operations for Southern Division of IRCI, and Darrell Walden was the Special Agent in charge of the Washington, D.C. field
They
office.
got him,
These are
baby.
your
They got
bosses, right?
Biden.
That's correct.
Did Mr. Walden get back to you?
Yes, he did.
Remember what
To
he said?
stop the
He
investigation.
said, thanks, Gary, you covered it all.
You covered it all. He didn't say, thanks, Gary, but you're wrong. That's not what happened. He affirmed what you said. You covered it all, and you laid it out. You spelled out just what you told me a few minutes ago, right?
That's correct.
What Mr. Weiss told you in that meeting.
Yes.
And when that goes public on June 22nd, last month, Mr. Weiss says,
You damn right, baby. You damn right. There's plenty of these clips out there. I mean, it was a great testimony. The whistleblowers are out there. Before the left loved whistleblowers, you know what I'm saying? They had Adam Vindman, you know, in Ukraine talking about he overheard Trump from 75,000 feet away. You know what I mean? Vindman got them good ears. And basically indicted Trump for the stuff Joe Biden did. You know, quid pro quo Joe. He's on tape, baby. He's on tape. And they got the $10 million each. They're like, Ukraine, you need help? We're going to fix it. You give us $10 million. $5 million for my son. Put him on the board. $5 million for me. Fire the prosecutor. And we can make all your legal troubles go away. And which they did. So Joe Biden was corrupt. Now I'm wondering if Obama knew. How much did Obama know? He had to know, right? Because he said he was going to withhold it. And they said, well, you're not the president. They said, call the president. So with that being said, how much money is out there, baby? How much money is out there just being laundered, you know, with the pipeline? You know, when the United States blew up the pipeline, supposedly, or Russia blew up the pipeline, or Ukraine, who benefited? The USA sold natural gas to Germany, baby. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want no Russian dollars pumping over there. So let's see this. This is a quick one right here. of how much money they got going on. And it's a shit ton of money, baby.
Specific payments made to Hunter Biden and the Biden family. Democrats and the left-wing media are also saying there's no evidence. But let's get into the evidence, Mr. Ziegler. I want to direct you to pages 99 and 100 of your transcript. How much money did Hunter Biden and his associates receive from the Romanian company you identified?
So that amount would be from Romania. So the approximate total transfers from the Romania company would have been $3.1 million to everyone.
$3.1 million. How much did Hunter Biden and his business associates receive from State Energy HK Limited through the Robinson Walker LLC?
So total transfers from State Energy HK to Rob Walker was $3 million.
$3 million. Was there a $100,000 payment from CEFC Infrastructure to Owasco PC, Hunter Biden's professional corporation?
Yes, Chairman.
Approximately how much was transferred to Hunter Biden and his business associates through Hudson West 3?
So the total transfers from Hudson West 3 to everyone was $3.7 million.
$3.7 million. How much money did Hunter Biden and his business associates receive from the Ukrainian company Burisma?
Burisma paid to everyone involved $6.5 million.
$6.5 million. Burisma also paid Blue Star Strategies and a law firm hundreds of thousands of dollars, bringing the total Burisma payments to over $7 million. Is that correct?
That is correct, $7.3 million.
$7.3 million. Between 2014 and 2019, this brings the total amount
That's
of
a
foreign
boatload of
income
money,
streams
baby, a
received to
boatload of
approximately $17 million, correct?
That is correct.
What was the purpose of analyzing money from foreign sources, and do you have documents to support your findings?
So for the purpose of documenting the foreign sources is we, as a part of a normal...
Yes. They got all the documents. They got all the documents, baby. What's going to happen? I don't think we're no longer in control. The state is controlled somehow other way. I mean, they say the machines, they're saying ballot harvesting. So if the Republicans don't get their stuff together, I'm not even Republican or Democrat. I think all the Congress and the government, it's all shady. It's all shady. Of course, there are great people in there that are coming forward trying to expose this shadiness. And it all comes to light eventually because that's the way God intends things. But it's hard to go against all these people out here that just have ill intentions. They just want to get themselves rich, their family members rich, and they do it on the backs of real Americans. You know what I mean? They just steal taxes. They tax everything all over the place. But what are you going to do, people? Keep watching my barbecue shorts, though, baby. I appreciate all the new subscribers out there. Make sure you do like and subscribe, everybody. I love you all. And we rocking, baby. We rocking and rolling. We're getting up there, baby. We're getting up there. Thank you for tuning in, baby. Thank you for tuning in. I think we're going to get on out of here. Joe Biden's cooked, baby. By the end of July, he is going to be out. He's not going to rerun. He cannot rerun because he's got nothing. He's brain dead mush. I mean, he gets some stuff out, but he's hopped up on some B12, and who knows? Maybe it was his cocaine in the White House. But thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. Peace and love, baby. Peace and love. And I'll see you all mañana.